Okay, students. So we'll continue the next one in the part of the mouth. Coming to the saliva. So generally, the saliva which will be releases from the salivary glands, those are three pairs. How many? Three pairs of salivary glands, such as first one parotid gland, second one submandibulary or submaxillary, also called as submaxillary. Then third one is sublingual. Sublingual. So these are the three pairs of salivary glands which releases the saliva, and these salivary glands under the control of autonomous nervous system. These are under controlling of autonomous nervous system. So this autonomous nervous system which stimulates or which controls the three pairs of salivary glands, such as parotid glands which are near the ear, and the next one is submandibular or submaxillary which are placed at the angles of the jaw, and the next one is third one sublingual and sublingual below the tongue. These three pairs of salivary glands which will be having ducts, salivary ducts, and these all comes under exocrine, because which will be having ducts, such glands we are calling as a exocrine. Okay, and these all the three pairs of glands which will be stimulated by the autonomous nervous system, and it is responsible to release the saliva, and this saliva which has an enzyme is called as salivary enzyme, and this salivary enzyme is also called as taline or alpha amylase. Taline are also called as alpha amylase. And what is the function of this amylase? So generally amylase function is which acts on the carbohydrates. The amylase which is present in the saliva, hence we are mentioning it is salivary amylase, which is responsible for the splitting of the large starch molecules into a smaller subunits. Those are called as sugars. Its function is which helps to splitting the large starch molecules into a simple sugars with the help of the salivary amylase which is present in the saliva, and this saliva releases from the three pairs of salivary glands. And whenever the saliva which releases in the mouth, and that helpful to mix the food materials as we discussed in the previous, such as mastication, and that chewed food which will become a slurry mass is called as bolus. The chewed food which will become a slurry mass is called as bolus, and that bolus which will be passes into the tubular portion is called as esophagus, which will be into esophagus. So esophagus is nothing but generally what? Food pipe. And here this swallowing process, so generally the swallowing process is under the medulla oblongata, and this medulla oblongata is a part of hindbrain, and which is responsible for involuntary functions. Clear? And this swallowing is under the controlling of medulla oblongata. So generally this saliva which will be releasing per day approximately 1 to 1.5 liters, 1 to 1.5 liters per day. And one more thing here, we'll be finding the two types of organisms, nocturnal and as well as diurnal. So nocturnal organisms are which are active in the daytime, which are active in the night time. Clear? Nocturnal organisms are active in the night time, and some of the organisms which are active in the daytime, those are called as diurnal. If you take human beings, human beings are diurnal. human beings are diurnal, then who are active in the daytime. So whenever all the systems are active, that too in the daytime. So whenever we are active in the daytime, all the systems will be active. At the same time, the digestive system also which will be active. And due to that reason, our digestive system is ready to take the food materials. But comparable to the daytime and the nighttime our all the systems are comparable to the daytime a little less active, but the daytime more active. At the same time, the digestive system will be which is ready to take the food material, as I told you that which is active. So whenever you sleep in the daytime, will be releasing in the saliva or oozes the saliva outside and will wet the pillow. Due to the reason is or active in the daytime. Here, how the coordination will be in this process? Swallowing process with the help of the nervous system. At the same time, this autonomous nervous system. So these are coordinated the releases the saliva. At the same time, the swallowing process. So in that manner, these two are together working with the coordination.